All right, as a former college athlete, I want to share with you guys 6 different lessons that I've learned that still apply to life. And I know college gets a bad rap, but there are a lot of things that you can learn if you process it and soak it in so that it can help you in the long run when it comes to your future. Let's dive in. All right, number one, you can be a loner, but you also got to realize that you can't do everything by yourself. For the longest time, it took me a while to realize this because I consider myself a loner. I'm introverted, and a lot of the times I have that, all right, I'll just figure it out myself, or I'll just do it myself mentality, when in reality you can't do everything yourself. There are just certain people out there that are more talented than you. So you're going to have your strengths in certain areas, but you're also going to have your weaknesses. So you got to realize eventually you're going to have to ask for some help. All right, number two, good and bad accountability is going to compound over time. What do I mean by that? Repeated choices and decisions quietly turn into a reputation. So if you're always making good choices, then you're going to carry a good reputation. But if you're always making bad decisions, then eventually, those bad decisions are going to carry heavy on your reputation. So you got to realize that you got to hold yourself to a high standard, but you also got to realize that you're going to make mistakes. And when you make those mistakes, you got to hold yourself accountable. Not in a bad way, but just be aware and come to that realization that you messed up. So, let's pivot. What it really boils down to is what you're doing consistently when nobody's forcing you. That's what it really comes down to. So, accountability is key. Number three, alcohol has trade offs that people criminally underestimate. When you hit a certain age, that alcohol is going to hit different. And I'm not saying that you need to just stop drinking, but just realize that alcohol can force you to, some bad decisions down the line. And me personally, when I was in college, I would black out a lot, and I would hate that. I hate waking up not knowing what I did the previous day, and I would ask my teammates like, "Hey, was I straight? Like, was I functioning?" They were like, "Nah, you were tore up, but you were like funny tore up. Like you weren't doing anything crazy. You were out of it, but in a funny way." But at the same time, for me personally, that's still scary. Like I just hate not knowing, and thank God that I never got to the point where, I felt like I needed to hop in the car and go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So be careful and realize that alcohol does have those negative side effects. Number four is going to be rest and detachment. It's a necessity. You have to realize that you need to unplug and you need to detach from what's going on in the world. You need to detach from social media at some point. You need to detach yourself from the news. There's so much information out here that it's going to overwhelm you, and that's what they want. They want you overwhelmed. They want you on these apps all day, scrolling. They want you arguing with other people online. That's what they want because it brings a lot more viewership. So you got to realize that you got to detach to get your mind right and get yourself in the right headspace. Number five, nutrition matters, but never make it about perfection. I don't believe in eating 100% clean. Are there people out there that do it? Sure. But I don't believe in just eating 100% clean each and every day. You have to enjoy yourself. You still have to eat the foods that you enjoy. I love pizza. I love tacos, burritos, quesadillas. You don't think I want that just because I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier? No. So don't strive on perfection when it comes to your nutrition. Just try to focus on being consistent so that, it can help you down the line because If you're constantly eating junk, trust me, that's going to come back and get you. And number six, someone is always capable of taking your spot. That's why you can't be complacent, because confidence without awareness, eventually, that's going to turn into complacency. And you also got to realize that positions are never permanent. Things are changing. It's 2026 now. Things are changing. People are losing their jobs. Jobs are getting cut. It's crazy right now. But having this type of awareness is going to keep you focused. It's going to keep you locked in. Yes, you're going to have days where you're overwhelmed. You're going to have days where you're just not feeling like yourself. You're going to have days where you're just not performing well. But that's a part of the journey. That's life. But just don't get complacent, because there's always someone out there that is looking to take your spot, that is looking to get a little bit ahead of you. So realize that. But yeah, those are my 6 lessons that I learned in college that still apply to life. These have been key for me, but also realize that even though these are lessons, I still have my days where I struggle all the time, because life just isn't perfect. Things happen. But I hope you guys got something from this video, and keep doing what you can to keep pushing through life, and you know make your journey the journey that you want to become your reality. So keep going. Take control or be controlled.